This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. The Timberwolves looking for a strong start to this road trip.
And this is the second game of a home and away. The last time they lost on their home court. Now they're playing this team on the road, so they're looking to kind of extract a little revenge here in this next meeting.
Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Miller. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Back to Harper. Now here is Davis. And Sarr pulls it down. Minnesota with the ball. It's a three-point game. Cunningham looking it over. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Johnson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Orlando Paul.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Johnson. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. And it's Green missing. Henderson outside. Right side, Harper. Clock at 6. For 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And Sarr throws it down.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Anderson with it. Here's Davis. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Number 31. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And here is Harper, after Jalen Johnson getting his shot to go from deep. Six on the shot clock. Trying to get open, it's Davis. The shot off that time. Cunningham with some nice D. The 3. Right side, Green. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The second chance effort. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Johnson's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Davis. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Here's Sohan. No scoring in this one. Here's Davis. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strengths.
Outside, Green. Cunningham on the wing. 5 points in the game. Miller with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
For your 407 dance feed.
The Magic trailed by 11. Now Henderson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Outside, Davis. It's Henderson on the wing. Launches a 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Now, here's Cunningham. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. On the wing, Johnson for the 3. And Davis pulls it down.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Magic foul. Butler. First personal foul. Second team foul.
.152 left in the first. Pass to Green. Shoots over Harper. And again, it's Minnesota.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Henderson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
Both free throws good from Henderson. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Out to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Davis. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Green missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yes, with a wide open look. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Pass to Miller. To the right side. Here's Cunningham. Got a hand on it. And here's Harper from the arc. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Pass to Davis. A three. He doesn't hit that one. Minnesota leading by 8. And here's Cunningham. In the corner, it's Toppin. And the wide open shot from Green. It's good from long range. Green's got 5.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to Washington. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Bounce pass Wagner. Cunningham right side. Now Miller. Second chance shot. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Toppin. Here is Cunningham. He's got 5. Timberwolves passing it around. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Miller, that's for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in. Miller's got his 3rd basket of the night. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Washington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Here's Cunningham. No good from 18.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch onto anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Orlando making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Joe with it. Pass to Harper. Back to Joe. Now Sohan. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, the big man, Mo Wagner, getting to it. Nice finish.
Joe with it. Back to Harper. From deep three-point land. The long distance three is barreled. Harper's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by the Magic. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors and Toronto. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Takes a three. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Get right, Orlando. It's time.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Pass to Joe. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Back to Anthony. From the high post. And again, it's Minnesota.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is a professional scorer, folks. The mid-range jumper is on time and on target there.
Back to Harper. Pass to Sohan. Right side Harper. Shot clock at 6. And they're pushing it up. Here's Shepard. Wagner outside. To the left side wing. Thibault on the wing. Fires from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Now Sohan. Still scoreless. This is the baby hook. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Off the left rim and out. The Magic trailed by 15. Outside Harper. Can't connect from short range.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
.135 left in the second quarter. Pass to Shepard. Here's the three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Harper. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Harper's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
4:07 dance speed. Your 4:07 dance speed.
Here's Shepard.
Get there.
Johnson outside. Out to Anthony. Timberwolves passing it around. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. His three-pointers off the mark. Pass to Sohan. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Shepard with the ball. They set the pick. Pass to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Just great timing on the play and rhythm on the pass. Cole Anthony setting his teammate up beautifully.
Henderson left side. Here's Harper. Here's Davis. No good that time. And so it's Minnesota looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with a big gap up on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And here's Harper from the arc. Green with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Cunningham. Six to shoot. Now Sarr shoots over Henderson. Sarr gets the bucket. Sarr's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Minnesota. Pass to Harper. Minnesota with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Cunningham. Green with the ball. Now here's Cunningham. He has 7. Fades back. The shot comes out.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Henderson, no good.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Davis.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Cunningham on the wing. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Henderson, bounce pass. And here is Harper. 5 points in the game. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. No good on the shot. Cunningham with some nice D.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Song. Back to Cunningham. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And there it is for him.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Back to Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. Johnson can't get it to go. The Magic trailed by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. Pass to Harper. Here's Sohan, covered by Miller. To the middle, Davis. Shakes him. Bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. Now Cunningham. He's got 9. Oh, good on the 3. Pass to Harper. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Left side, Davis. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night. He's a lot to handle.
To the inside. Stolen by Henderson. Right side, Davis. Cunningham with some nice D.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Johnson right side. Fade away. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. The Magic trailed by 13. And here's Harper from the arc. That shot missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Kicks it out to Johnson. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got 10.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Davis sets a screen. Henderson, bounce pass. Here's Harper. 5 points in the game. Here's Davis. It's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Timberwolves leading by 16. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
Timeout.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
You must have left your dancing shoes at home. You're on the big screen. Let's hear it for all the dancers. Now in the lineup for the Timberwolves.
A minute 50 left to play in the third.
Shepard.
Over to the wing. Out to the right wing. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jaquez outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 6 points for Jaime Jaquez.
Well, I absolutely love that pass from Marcus Smart. Almost like a sixth sense relative to where his teammate was.
Pass to Shepard. From deep. Trains the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Three-pointer. They get it again. And he goes in for the dunk.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Clock at 6. Pass to Wagner. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Smart. The Magic trailed by 14. Now Washington. He's defended by Wagner. Washington, that's good. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Anthony taking his time here. Here's Shepard. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Shepard's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And so it's Minnesota sitting with a comfortable lead. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Anthony with it. Pass to Toppin.
Don't let him shoot that.
Outside Anthony. Now here's Exum. 5 on the clock. Here's Toppin. A rebound by Washington. The Magic trailed by 14. Outside, Smart. Left side, DeRozan. Misses in close. Out left to the wing. Exum with a wide open look. Trains it from beyond the arc. Exum's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here's Henderson. Pass to Harper. And And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Team foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Cunningham for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside, Green. Back to Cunningham. Down low. Bounce pass, Washington. Pass to Henderson. Fires, high post. And the shot no good, a bit short.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Miller, no luck. The Magic trailed by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Just 4 to shoot. The wide open look here for Anthony. Another miss by Minnesota. Henderson, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Now Shepard. Up top, Wagner. Inside.
Orlando foul. Parker. 4th personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Exum. Can they get it? And that one's good, Wagner. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Well, Mo Wagner, a legit threat from deep. This guy's so good at pulling the trigger when you give him an opportunity.
Here's Sohan. Top and covering. Here's Harper. Great touch on the 16-footer.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Anthony. Now, here's Toppin. Back to Anthony. Here's Shepard. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. And it's Harper with the rebound.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert. Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
One more time. Let's hear it.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Cunningham right side. On the wing, Green. Miller outside. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 10 points from Brandon Miller.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Anderson with it. Now Green defending. finished off by Davis.
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And here is Green. Cunningham for three. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Henderson, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Picked him clean. From past the arc. Johnson with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 12. Cunningham outside. Right side Green. Miller outside. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Johnson outside. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Davis. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Over in the corner, Shepard. Wagner outside. And it's Exum in the corner. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Cade Cunningham.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Henderson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Shepard. To the wing right side. Timberwolves passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 18. So it's Minnesota winning this one east. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time.